Clogged arteries, also known as atherosclerosis, is caused by plaque buildup in the arterial wall. But what does that actually mean? How does it happen, and how can you prevent it from happening to you? After all, you can't see inside of your arteries, so how can you possibly know what's going on in those tiny little tubes? Well, let's talk about it. So blood travels through arteries and veins. As your heart is pumping, the blood is leaving through the arteries. Arteries carry blood from your heart to your entire body. From your brain to your toes, the arteries are the tunnels that blood is traveling through. Now, blood leaving your heart is full of all sorts of good and bad things. Blood contains oxygen and nutrients and hormones, which are all important for cell function. And one of the nutrients in your blood is called cholesterol. Now, cholesterol is not always a bad thing. There are two main types of cholesterol, LDL, the bad kind, and HDL, the good kind. The good cholesterol is considered good because it basically helps remove the bad cholesterol from your bloodstream. So more HDL means the more good cholesterol there is to remove the bad stuff being that LDL. Okay, but how does all that relate to clogged arteries, you might be asking? Well, cholesterol is a component of that plaque that builds up in your artery walls and causes clogged arteries. So as blood leaves the heart and travels through the arteries, there may be spots in your arterial wall that become inflamed, and plaque can build up there. This plaque sits there and it continues to collect and causes blockages in your arteries over time. Now, the major arteries are your carotid artery and your coronary arteries. Your carotid artery supplies blood to the brain. So a blockage in your carotid arteries can cause a stroke. A blockage in your coronary artery can cause a heart attack. A blockage in other arteries, sometimes called peripheral arteries, can cause a lack of blood flow to extremities like your legs. Blood pressure is also a key component to preventing atherosclerosis. High blood pressure causes increases in plaque buildup, so managing your blood pressure is crucial too. So, what can we do about all of this? Well, I'm sure you can probably guess the two main suggestions that doctors make when preventing atherosclerosis, or clogged arteries: exercise and changing your diet. Why? Because your blood is made up of what you eat. Plain and simple, your body uses what it's given. And if you give your body high sugar, high cholesterol foods, your body will break that down, send it out into the bloodstream, and pump it throughout your entire body. Now, yes, your body needs small amounts of sugar to break down into energy, but not as much as you're consuming. And your body also uses cholesterol for cell structure and function, but it actually makes enough cholesterol all by itself, so it's safe to say that we are probably taking in too much. Some of us may have a family history of high cholesterol to begin with. Others have diabetes that prevents our body from breaking down the sugar in our bloodstream and causes even more plaque buildup. So what we eat is where we start. Now, remember I mentioned the two types of cholesterol. There's the HDL, the high-density lipoprotein, and the LDL, the low-density lipoprotein. Foods high in HDL, the good stuff, are foods containing monounsaturated fats and polyunsaturated fats. Those are what people refer to as the good fats. These include extra virgin olive oil, seeds like flax seeds and chia seeds, nuts, avocado, eggs, salmon, and some other fatty fish as well. These are the bad cholesterol cleaners. They help clear your arteries of plaque buildup and remove the bad cholesterol from your blood. Foods containing the bad cholesterol, the LDL, are foods high in saturated and trans fats. Lots of processed foods, snack foods, margarine, full-fat dairy products, and even fatty meats contain the bad type of cholesterol. So that's the cholesterol we actually consume, but there is still more to the story. Something else you may have heard of before is fiber. Now, fiber is a byproduct found in plant foods that our body actually cannot process. Fiber is found in vegetables, whole grains, fruits, and legumes like lentils and beans. Eating fiber is a great way to reduce the amount of LDL in your body before it even gets into your bloodstream. Fiber actually binds to cholesterol in your small intestine, and it can remove it from your body. The typical recommendation for soluble fiber is 5 to 10 grams per day. And just to give you a rough idea of what that looks like, a bowl of oatmeal contains 3 to 4 grams of fiber. An apple contains about 4 grams, and a banana about 3 grams. So, putting it all together, what does that mean for us and our diet? Well, like I always tell my clients, eating a balanced diet is key, and knowing what you're eating is crucial. Build meals with balance. Start with a lean protein source like chicken, fish, or lentils, all low in LDL. Then we add a whole grain like brown rice, whole grain pasta, or whole grain bread. And then end with a vegetable for fiber, micronutrients, and some healthy carbohydrates as well. Then when cooking, avoid butter, vegetable oils, stick with extra virgin olive oil, flaxseed oil, and sesame seed oil. And even when you're using sauces, try and stick with minimally processed ingredients. Avoid things containing high saturated and trans fats. Make your own if you can. You can use fruits, vegetables, herbs, and again, mainly just minimally processed ingredients. Also, avoiding excess sodium while you're cooking is important to prevent high blood pressure, particularly if you are someone who's already at risk for high blood pressure or already diagnosed with hypertension. Remember, everyone, it's important to consult with your doctor to talk about your cholesterol and your blood pressure before you implement any major changes to your diet. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you soon.